rivals will clash in the NFC North. It's the Vikings and the Lions, and it comes your way next.
Here's the Lions kicker, Austin Seibert, to do the honors, and we are underway now at Ford Field. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it. Past the 30. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. To throw, Kaepernick, eluding the pressure right. That's complete to Justin Jefferson. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. From midfield, here's Kaepernick. And this one right back into the hands of Jefferson. 2nd down and 3. Cook with a 1st down and much more. Touchdown, Vikings! 43 yards for Dalvin Cook. And the Vikings have taken a first-quarter lead. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And it's capped off by the touchdown run coming from Dalvin Cook. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. From the end zone, here comes Williams. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. First carry for DeAndre Swift. And nothing doing on his first run. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Tackle made there by Jordan Hicks.
A quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers put up their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the 2nd and the 3rd level.
And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. From the gun, here's Goff. He's airing it out for Williams. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. On 4th down, Jack Fox on to punt for Detroit. Looking up into the roof, and he muffs it. It's loose. And this is scooped up by the Lions.
I don't know why, but it's always agonizing to me to see a guy make a mistake in this phase of the game because it's all on him. All eyes there. He's got a chance to make a punt return, and instead, he ends up putting it on the carpet.
Puts it on the carpet. The little rubber pellets shoot up. Never a good sign for a returner on this field turf surface.
No, not at all. A bunch of them go up when they're all trying to get to the football, don't they?
On 2nd and 9. Goff, and this is incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Throwing on 3rd. Goff. He'll get this off to Swift. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. 5 yards, not enough, and it'll be 4th down. Seibert's kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
Take it in at the 3. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Right side, it's the tight end, Hockenson. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. Kaepernick now to throw. Going back to the same way, it's Hockenson again. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. Working from the gun, it's Kaepernick. Flush to his right. Open man, he's got him, the tight end, Hockenson. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. Now Kaepernick. Got an open man finding Jefferson. And he will have a Vikings 1st down, and comfortably so, as he gets 5 there on 3rd and a yard. He'll buy some time right. This is caught. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2.
That's a big league job there of getting out of the pocket, not panicking, and just buying himself some time. Then he made a good, accurate throw to set up 1st and goal.
Touchdown, Vikings! A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. Certainly there are good things about quick strike offenses that score fast, but a long drive can also work to your advantage as well.
In so many ways, Brandon, because number one, you get them tired, but the big one is mentally. They can't figure out how to slow you down, how to get off the field, how to get the ball back. They go to the bench wondering, what are we going to do next time in order to stop those guys?
Williams to return. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. And now the throw here is incomplete, and with that we come to the end of the 1st quarter of play. After one, a 14-3 ball game. A 1st carry now for the BYU man. It's Jamal Williams. And yet again, he's stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Great job by this Vikings defense.
Brings up 3rd down and 11.
From the gun on 3rd down, Goff. Open man is Quintez Cephas. And he is going to have the Lions 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now a 1st down throw, Goff. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
Trying here for Bryant, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 11. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So after the INT, it's Kaepernick being chased out left. Out to the left there and complete to the tight end, Hawkinson. On play action, it's Kaepernick rolling to his right. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
To throw is Kaepernick. This one brought in by Jefferson. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Kaepernick going to throw. Looking deep downfield. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on 1st down to set him back on 2nd. Here's Kaepernick to throw. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Levi Onwuzurike in there to drop him, and sacks on 1st and 2nd downs. Now leads to a 3rd and long. We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report, but business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
And he's got this to Jefferson. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. And no signs of the field goal unit. They're going for it on 4th down. They'll run for it. Cook. They scored touchdowns on drives 1 and 2, and now they're trying to make it a perfect 3 for 3 to start. And it's caught in the end zone for the Viking touchdown by Justin Jefferson. A 9-yard touchdown there. And the Vikings go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points. Joseph now to have the PAT. And it's 21-3. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And it's polished off by a Viking score.
Joseph, the kickoff for Minnesota.
Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. On the return, Williams. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they do the interception and finish off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
On 2nd and 10, Goff complete to Bryant. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. A wise move there, looked like nobody open, now 2nd down. Again, Goff. He gets this complete to Cephas. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The Lions now going to use the second. Second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. On 1st and 10, Goff. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1. To the air again, Goff. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. On 3rd down, here's Williams. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. Here's Jack Fox now as he'll kick it away for the second time. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And with a 3-score lead already, this is not time for a momentum change, so I'd imagine they'd be happy to just take this into the locker room. They've got his man complete. The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout. As they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Buying time to his left. This one caught. It's the tight end Hockenson. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A final shot before half for Kaepernick. Escaping the pressure right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. This a 40-yard attempt from the left hash. Joseph's got it. And the lead up to 3 touchdowns now. It's 24. And now due to apparent time constraints, we fast forward to the beginning of the second half. All right, Coach, thanks very much. Fine work as always as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. It'll be Lions football to start the second half, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports. Williams now on the return. And they've got it up past the 35, so pretty good starting field position. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance. And he's going to be taken down. Goff is sacked. A well-designed corner blitz that gets him for a... Some 8 yards. Well behind the sticks here with a 2nd and 18. They try the left side here with Williams. And yet again, he's stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Great job by this Vikings defense. Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long. To throw is Goff.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th. And here now the punter Fox as he sends this one away. And the fair catch is made at about the 27-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
First down, Vikings.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Here's a throw dropped off to his fullback. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds.
Well, they've certainly spread the ball around so far, but they're definitely getting everyone involved now when you're throwing it to the fullback. Just shows how versatile this offense is and how everyone is a threat.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
On play action, it's Kaepernick. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And, oh, that one going to wind up incomplete. Nearly an interception in the end zone. Probably should have been. 3rd down coming up. Kaepernick to throw again. Throw left side, taken in by Jefferson. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
First down, Minnesota.
Play action. Now Kaepernick. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
2nd down, they go right back to Cook. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Dalvin Cook, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Vikings are going to add on to their lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll increase their lead to 28. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And it's capped off by the touchdown run coming from Dalvin Cook. Williams to return. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Now it's gone. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. So 2nd and 10 now here in the 3rd quarter from Detroit. Goff. Trying to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked off at the 22. This defense, Charles, coming up with another interception. They have really done an excellent job of locking up these receivers.
Yeah, they're really on fire. They are actually doing what they talk about all the time, which is plastering to receivers when they're in their zones. They didn't give up a touchdown in the first half. Haven't done so here in this half either. Blanketed the field going all the way back to the opening drive, and they come up with a pick right there.
And he's going to get it across the midfield stripe into Lion territory. Sliding out of the pocket. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. Then he will finally be taken down, but how about that play? It's a big one on the final act of the third quarter. It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now a play fake. Kaepernick. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Will Harris. And the Lions are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. After the interception, here's Goff. Complete to Wright. He's at the 50. And he takes it all the way down to the 32. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Here's Goff. Right back to Williams, and this time he's got it. And this is going to turn into another 1st down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 15-yard line.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Once again, it's Swift. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9. Now Goff. And it's caught. And in for the Lions touchdown. Quintel Cephas, a 14-yard touchdown. And the Lions are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter. Extra point by Seibert up and good. And that'll cut the lead back down to 21. That drive goes 80 yards in 6 plays. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the Vikings able to recover. The hands team does its job. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
Well, normally you might say start running the football. You've got the lead here in the 4th quarter, but the way that they've passed it with such success, I don't know, maybe keep throwing it.
Yeah, I think you brought up something that goes against conventional wisdom, right? In this stage of the game, you would think you would switch to a running attack, but you're exactly right. They've thrown it so well throughout the game, and trusting this quarterback, I think you continue to do so.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the Lions' 26-yard line.
On 2nd down, it's Cook. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time. The Vikings on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. And he will have a Vikings 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. They fake the give. Now Kaepernick. This is caught. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Now Kaepernick. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Touchdown! Justin Jefferson with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Vikings find a way to stretch their lead. Even though they've got this big advantage, Charles, they are not taking their foot off the gas pedal right now.
Well, I think what we're seeing is the result of all their great preparation and great practice time during the week. And even though it seems like this is a great chance to pull people back and maybe, not try and score a few more times, they don't want to do that. I think they're enjoying what they're seeing, the collective effort, and they want to play it all the way out.
Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. On the return, Williams. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30. Jared Goff and the rest of the Lions offense set to go to work once more.
He's had quite the turnaround, Charles. At the start of the game, passing game was a little bit of a mess, but he's back on the horse, so to speak.
Love seeing how someone can rebound from a slow start or a tough start. Means that they're strong mentally. They've kind of calmed themselves down. Everyone's rallied around them. Maybe they even change game planning a little bit in order to make things better for him.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. He's going to let it fly.
And yet again, Goff is intercepted.
Picked off at the 21. And he will bring this all the way back out to midfield. For this defense, CD, that's kind of the icing on the cake here as we get to the end of this one.
And didn't you feel that they weren't just going into total prevent there? You know, they had the lead, and sometimes you fall back and you lose your aggressiveness. Not in this case. They were still making a play on the football, and look how that one turned out. They may have salted this one away.
On 2nd down, it's Cook again.
A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on 1st down. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. On 3rd down, it's Cook. And he can only manage to get this to the 45-yard line. Well short of the 1st. So look at this. Here's the field goal unit coming out. And he is going to need to bomb this one. This will approach NFL record territory. It's a 62-yard attempt. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
Joseph now to kick this one away. Williams now on the return.
And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
And he's going to be taken down. Goff is sacked. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game.
So now following the sack, Goff and the Lions needing to come up with something here on 3rd and long.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield and unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Here comes the Lions punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And a fair catch taken here right at about the 40-yard line. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. And quickly they get to the line.
2nd down, they go right back to Cook.
And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, Ken.